What's up, everybody? Welcome back to racingnews.com. Welcome back to another one of our Kentucky Derby horse capsules. For this video, we're going to go over Flying Mohawk, the second place finisher of the Jeff Ruby Stakes. Put his page up on for you now. This horse has 2 starts this year, 1 first, 1 second, 6 starts overall, 2 first, 2 seconds. So kind of a horse that's developing at the right time. So we'll go down to results here and kind of see what he's done. And you kind of see that I think they felt pretty good about this horse. They debuted at Saratoga, didn't go their way, went to Kentucky Downs to run in a maiden special weight, ran a really good second that day. Ran so well, that they said, okay, let's go up and let's take on graded stakes company in the Pilgrim up at Belmont at the Big A. Got 5th that day. Just wasn't quite ready for it is what I would describe. But still, even with these races here that you see where, he hadn't quite figured it out yet, he wasn't just awful in these races. You could tell he had a little bit of talent. And then it finally came to the forefront with a nice win at Churchill Downs, and then a nice win at Fairgrounds and an allowance optional claiming next. And then tries the synthetic for the first time, the Jeff Ruby Stakes, and ran second behind a pretty good winner in Final Gambit. And Flying Mohawk was doing some pretty good running down the lane there. I don't think he was ever a real threat to beat the horse that wins Final Gambit in this spot, but I still think, yeah, he ran a pretty good race. And kind of makes you think, okay, this is a nice horse. We'll kind of see how he does. We'll see how he progresses as we go along. Now, the problem, and as we kind of look at the negative, is this is all turf and synthetic, right? We have just not seen this horse on the dirt, especially in a race of this caliber. The Pilgrim Stakes, nice turf stakes race, and then the Jeff Ruby's Stakes that's a nice synthetic race, but we don't really know what's going to happen when this horse gets on the dirt and takes on that kind of company. So let's kind of look at this though from a pedigree standpoint. So earlier, today we did a video on Final Gambit, and we kind of analyzed the pedigree of Final Gambit, and it looked like a dirt pedigree. This does not. This looks like a turf pedigree. Of course, Caraconte, I should say, the sire, obviously a turf horse, turf mile winner at the Breeders' Cup. By a Twirling Candy mare. Yeah, that's turfy, is how I would describe it. So, yeah, not loving what you see from the pedigree as far as will the horse handle the dirt. Now, I will say in the positive, the horse should be able to run 1.25 miles. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And I think if the Derby doesn't work out, there are turf races down the road where this horse is going to look good. A lot of them really. This horse could look very good in. The other flip side of this thing for me, and it's a good thing. For whatever reason, the dirt at Churchill Downs can sometimes play well to horses that have kind of turf resumes / pedigrees. We've seen it in the past. So if there is one track that we think of maybe a turf horse will do well on the dirt, it is Churchill Downs. It does seem to happen a little bit. So yeah, look, there's more positives than there's more negatives than positives for me when it comes to Flying Mohawk, because it's just a question mark of he's going to have to get a little bit faster. He's not quite fast enough on the speed figure metrics yet. I still am skeptical, even though it is at Churchill Downs. But on the flip side, this horse does show a lot of talent. For me, final verdict, he's not for me on Kentucky Derby Day. I do like this horse, though. I think there are races where this horse is going to make sense for him. I think there are races he's going to run well in. So it may not be Derby Day. He's not going to be in my tickets on the Kentucky Derby Day, but I do think he is a horse to kind of keep an eye on. Don't forget about him. And maybe when he gets back to that turf, we might see him, I don't know, Naira Circuit, Churchill Downs, something like that, running on the turf and running in big races. So that's kind of the final verdict on him for me. All right, guys, hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe. You really liked it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, stay tuned to the site for more Kentucky Derby coverage.